Hi, I'm Walker&Williams, and today we are here at Vista Digital. These are the guys that do all of the mural walls for us and the wraps of all of our wood products at the Walker&Williams first class apart hotels. So I'm here with Paul Feather, owner of Vista Digital. Hi Paul.
Hi Max, you alright?
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Good. So in front of us we've got an MDF tabletop. This is going to be the reception desk of the Hotel Chester, the development that we're doing right now in Chester. So as you can see, it's MDF, and it was 3 pieces, 1 piece here, 1 piece there, and then the end that Paul's got there. So it's got to be smooth and it's got to be level.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything, I noticed that the wood itself is a little bit like porous.
Yeah,
is that important?
Well, this is just MDF, so we've got to seal it all up. So we've primed it with a PVA sealer just to bond it before we put the film over the top. But then we'll sand it down so it's like baby smooth before we apply the architectural film to it.
Okay, are there any woods that you can't bond to, or any shapes or patterns, or is there nothing you can't do?
Not really. Concave and some convex shapes struggle to wrap.
So that's a dome or the opposite, the inside of a bowl.
Yeah. Is a struggle, but most things can be done with a little bit of creativity.
Okay, and what kind of finishes do you do? Have you got a sample book or something we can have a look at?
Yeah, there's hundreds of different ones. All the woods, all the natural sort of wood finishes to some metallics, metals. This one actually we're going in that, if you remember, it's like a copper bronze.
Yes.
That we're going to use for covering, so it's going to look really striking and give you a real wow when it's been put into the situ where it's going.
Yeah, because we used the copper at Winkley Square Hotel, and we used that for the fire doors, for the reception desk, for 263 restaurant, and also around some window frames as well. Yeah. And they were quite intricate, weren't they?
Yeah. Just problematic for installation. They're just time consuming. Anything with lots of detail, it just takes time to get around the actual mouldings.
Yeah.
Most things can be wrapped. It's just how we go about it. So it's an interesting product, and it transforms your mundane surfaces to something a little bit different and reuses them.
Yeah, repurpose, which is important these days with carbon footprints and the like, not filling landfill, but actually making stuff seem brand new.
Yeah.
And even better. So you can see this reception desk. I mean, if you saw this, you'd be worried or concerned if you were checking into a hotel and saw this as the reception desk. But the difference between what this looks like now and when Paul's finished with it is night and day.
Again, these are your side bits, Max, that are going to be going on the other side of the hatch. So you can see it's a pretty crude piece of MDF. It's just been sandwiched together to give it its depth. So hopefully when you come back and look at the finished item, it's going to transform it, and it's going to really make you see the difference between what you can achieve with just your standard MDF sheets. And
it isn't just the finish, it's also the cost. From a business point of view for me, MDF is not an expensive wood. It hasn't taken the carpenter long at all to cut this out and router it and get it all ready. And then Paul, I believe, is very reasonable, so that you get a lot of flash for not much cash.
About that. We're very expensive, actually.
Yeah. Please don't call if you're skinned.
No, you're being serious. Please don't call if you're skinned.
So on the mural walls then, what I love about Paul and his company Vista Digital is that they do one solid pieces. So we've used companies previously, both in luxury house share and in Walker&Williams first class apart hotels, and they were good, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't that durable. It didn't have a plasticky finish. It was kind of papery, which meant that if you spilt it stained and things like that, and if you scuffed it scuffed. But also, more annoyingly than anything else, was that they came in strips, normal wallpaper strips, and that was always a problem for the guys who were putting it up, trying to line it all up. So if you've got an image, you've got to make sure it's lined up, and it was more work, and then it frays. It just wasn't as good. But we found with Paul, he prints, and you can probably see the printer behind me, in massive, up to 3.5 metres.
Well, we can go up to 5 metres.
Wow.
Outside print partner, but typically most ceiling heights are 3.2, so we can print them on our machine in-house here, and generally we can install them in one piece. I think the largest we've done is like 3.7 by 27 meters wide in
Wow.
one piece of paper. Installed
Wow.
in one piece.
So one piece, 27 meters
Wide.
wide.
3 meters high.
3 meters high.
Yeah.
So that's a long,
One piece
long
of paper.
wall. That's a long piece of
Yeah,
paper.
yeah.
And that's in one solid piece. So you haven't got any of the joins, none of the fraying. And it's a much better quality. Certainly I think so. It's much better, much more durable.
Yeah, yeah. It's completely, Joe, you can't tear it, you can't rip it, it's waterproof, it's washable, it's pretty much indestructible really. But at the end of the day, it's a conventional commercial grade wall covering, so it will get damaged if you wanted to damage it with a knife or something.
If you try, yeah.
It's as tough as any other out there on the market, yeah.
Yeah. And I suppose as well, you haven't got, with the mural wallpapers, you haven't got the drying time of painting. And, you know, in a commercial setting, as a hotelier, if we have to repaint a room, you know, the room's got to be emptied of all the furniture, then the carpet's got to be covered and protected, then the room's got to be painted, which takes a couple of days, then it's got to dry, then we've got to get rid of the smell, then we've got to put all the furniture back in. With you guys, there's none of that.
Well, it's a really quick installation. Conventional wall murals, again, take time because the lengths, but one piece, you're in and out in half the time and you're getting a superior finish and result.
Yeah, it really is. If you're looking at transforming either furniture, a building, or a room, it's definitely worth having a look at Vista Digital online, and I'll put a link to their website down in the description below. Tell me more about this printer, Paul, because this is the biggest printer I've ever seen. So it prints up to
3.2 this one.
3.2 meters.
Yeah,
okay.
It's a UV printer, so it prints. It's got UV ink, so it cures straight away.
Right.
So
Okay.
as soon as it comes off the printer,
So you haven't got to blow on it. Yeah.
We don't have to blow on it. We're going to head dry out to dry it. No. Some of the solvent papers take 24 hours to degas, but with it being UV, it comes off straight away.
Dry.
You can install
Amazing.
it straight away. Yeah.
And I'm guessing you don't get the cartridges from Cartridge World, or
No. These are bulk cartridges, litre bottles that we buy in bulk.
Right.
And we print in CMYK. So it's a great bit of kit. And
Yeah.
touch wood, or touch metal, it's not let us down yet.
no. Okay, that's amazing. And if you don't mind me asking, expensive?
Well, upwards of 100 grams worth of kit, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, you know, you can buy a house for that, but for your business, I suppose it's a massive investment.
Yeah, definitely.
But you deliver the most amazing product,
Yeah.
so I guess it's kind of worth it, isn't it?
Definitely. Well, it gives us control in house because it's our printer. We can decide what we're printing and we can turn things around very quickly.
Yeah. Do you know what? That's a really good point. I've dealt with companies before where actually they're just a front and they outsource everything. They're just a middleman. And the reason that's a problem is because one, they're more expensive generally because they're just putting a margin on somebody else's work.
Yeah.
And number two, worse in my mind, is that you have no control because you're complaining about a product or you're changing something with a guy who's not actually involved with the making of that product. Yeah. You want to be dealing direct with the source, like you are here at Vista Digital.
The beauty. We can turn things around in a day if we need to.
Yeah.
We tend to like to work between 3 and 5 days. For the print production, but because it's our printer and we're in full control of what goes on it, we can stop, change things down and get things out within the next day if needed.
And do you deliver worldwide?
We do actually. We've got some. We went over to America not last year, the year before actually, and there's an academy out there that started using us actually for their wall murals in Idaho.
Wow.
Boise
Okay.
in Idaho, yeah.
Man's international.
Yeah. So we'll
Brilliant.
go anywhere.
Okay, brilliant. Okay, that's good to know. And generally speaking, if somebody in a country that you aren't aware of or haven't been to, France or wherever, are they going to be able to find somebody to install it? Is it difficult to install, or?
We come from a decorative background, so we know how to install it, and generally we go out for the commercial installations and install them ourselves. We run part of a training academy that allows you to come down to our facilities and train on how to put these products on. And we've got 15 or 18 registered installers all over the UK.
Right, okay, wow.
Install for us.
And you recommend them?
We would put them forward if you needed an installer down in Brighton or London or Fort William in Scotland.
Yeah.
But European installers, we're more than happy to get paid for going over to Europe and training someone.
I bet, yeah, absolutely. So if you want to know more about the training that Vista Digital do for all sorts of different things, not just the wallpaper, but specifically for the wallpaper and other things, click the link to their website in the description below to learn more about that. Hi everyone, okay, we're now back at Vista Digital with Paul, and the wrap is complete and looking absolutely fantastic. Even I wasn't prepared. I knew it was going to be good. I didn't realise it was going to be this good. You would never ever believe that this is a piece of that rough old MDF. One day with Paul, and look what we've got. You happy with it, Paul?
Very happy, yeah. I think this texture really lifts a piece of MDF. It's going to look really nice in situ, I think. So it'd be great to see the end results, which I'm sure you're going to be showing off.
Yeah, we are.
It's wrapped really well. And again, just looking at the detail of the corners, the material wraps round and it transforms any piece of existing furniture for new looks or new pieces that have been manufactured, bespoke pieces for your hotel in Chester.
Yeah. Absolutely, we are going to be doing that video, so please hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and you'll be notified when that video is ready, and you can see this beautiful piece in situ in the reception area of the Hotel Chester. And I know, Paul, you're considering, or you're certainly looking at, once we come out of full lockdown, you're looking at doing some training courses with this product, and I think it would be a great business. So if you're looking to start up your own business, there's not just good money in the doing of it, but there's also money to be made on the materials themselves. So I believe, Paul, you're going to be selling them wholesale?
Yeah, well, we run training courses now for various parts of our business, one of them being the murals, which we touched on the last sort of film that we did. Upstairs we've got our full training facility where we've got workshops where we run a day course on installing murals, so you become a registered installer. We give you all the literature, merchandise, product samples for you to be able to go out and sell to your customers and earn a good commission structure. And this architectural film wrapping is going to be sort of the next sort of online product service training offer that we're going to be putting out there.
Okay.
You can actually come and learn how to do this. So if you are interested in upcycling furniture and repurposing them and making some money from them, definitely contact the details that are on the video.
Yeah, it's a great and unique skill, isn't it? And it's a niche, but it's growing, and it's growing fast, because we've become aware of this, and since we've used it once, we've used it more and more and more. Yeah, and everything I look at now, I'm like, what would that look like wrapped? Yeah. So, and it just opens up a whole new world of buying sort of unique pieces of furniture.
People don't realise it when they're in their offices. They think we need to replace the furniture or the doors. They don't anymore. The architectural films that are out there are designed to over wrap the surfaces that are already there. So it's again repurposing at a fraction of the time and cost it would be to actually replace them with new. Yeah. So people need to be aware and able to see these transformations to see what is possible in their own offices. And
it speaks for itself, isn't it? It's absolutely amazing. Anyone comes to hotels never ever going to guess where this started its life and what it looked like before. So if you're interested in a career like this, or starting your own business, or you've got some furniture that you want wrapping, or you've got any questions for myself or Paul in general, please leave a comment below and either myself or Paul will come back to you. Thanks so much for watching as always, and we'll speak to you soon.